Hello, John here, also known as Veninator, and welcome back to the TGC Tours. So this week we are at the Oceanic Airlines Open, which is on Kingfisher Island. So I have actually done a practice round this time round, which is very rare for me to do. And yeah, it went pretty well. It's quite a nice course actually. It's all set up well, as you can imagine. It's set on an island and it looks really nice. I got 5 under in the practice round, so that bodes well. This is on Sunday, and I have looked at some of the scores so far, and it looks like 10 under so far is the best one in CCJ, and +1 is the worst. So to be honest, it looks like it's probably quite an easy course really for people, because pretty much everyone's under par in CCJ. So let's see how we get on here. We've got one of our demotion marks. One of those was taken off last week because we made the cut. We did pretty well to do that, and then after that we sort of not so much fell apart. We got par and then 1 under in round 3 and 4. So we did okay, but it's a bit of a shame that we ended up quite near the bottom of the leaderboard when it came to the people who made the cut. But yeah, at least we made the cut. That's a positive step in the right direction. And now we've only got the 1 demotion mark on our name. So let's see what the course settings are here. So we've got white tees. So we've got low wind speeds, and then everything else is default other than the green speed, which is moderate. So what are the defaults then? So the defaults is fairways are firm, and the greens are firm. Okay. Right. So let's see how we get on. You may have noticed as well, I've changed my my golfer's clothes as well. He's a bit more casual with his shorts on. Don't know. It's a bit sunny here in England, so I thought this is where I live, as you can probably tell by the accent. It was quite sunny out, even though it's a bit cold still. So I thought, you know what, I'll make my player actually look a bit sunny as well. And also, it helps that this is like on an island. It's probably going to be quite warm here anyway, isn't it? So, right, well, that's a pretty good shot to start with. I'm happy with that. I wish I could do that all day. That'd be great. But that's great. That's good. The good start.
Okay, this is about 125 yards away.
Okay. So what I could do here, so 124, I think I'm going to go with the sand wedge as it is. Okay, so I've hit that slow and to the right.
Ooh, can we get a kick to
but
the
it's
left?
pretty good, pretty good.
Good job, we're on the green.
Not too much movement on the screen. The green is faster than my practice one. The practice one I did was basically just with default settings. Oh, there you go, and it went in. Perfect. There we go. That's a great way to start. 1 under. So yeah, I'm optimistic about this week. Hopefully we can make the cut again. If we make the cut the second time in a row, then we'll end up with our 2 demotion marks we had before both been taken off, and we'll be back at square one, which would be great. All right, so this is one that you have to hit well, so that it gets over those bunkers, hopefully. Yeah, there you go. So hitting it pretty well to start off with.
Good stuff. We've got about 110 yards.
So the scores are quite low on this one, as I was saying. So is this another one where it's the lob wedge? It looks like it. Going to slightly lower the distance on it. Thing is, when everyone's hitting it low, it can get a bit tricky. Oh dear.
Safe
okay.
Approach. Nice. I think I'll let your putting do the talking.
Can be a bit tricky to actually make the cut if everyone's getting low scores. One mistake can really cost you.
Oh, it could be.
But hopefully, there we go. Good putting so far. Really good. Yeah, so 2 birdies in a row. So if you've been watching my videos, you'll know already. But I changed my archetype. Sorry, from it was the rhythm archetype, and now it's the woodsman. The woodsman, the putting's not as good as the rhythm one is. So I've been trying to adjust to slightly worse putting stats, which I think I've started to do, which is good. Right, okay, that was decent.
15 feet to the cup from here. This
first bead is going to move it across a bit, but that's another good putt. So my putting's working really well. To be honest, so far, it's all been going pretty well. Hitting it pretty straight as well, which is really nice. There's not much wind, which is also helpful. But yeah, so far so good. 3 under through 3 is it's a great score. I'm never gonna complain at that one. Another decent shot. Straight in the middle of the fairway.
Good little shot there.
Okay, so we're we're
Shot on the
shooting
board.
upwards slightly. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go with this here. Another good shot. So yeah, it's going very well in terms of, oh wow. It's going very well.
Well, you're doing all right this hole on
That's
the green.
fantastic.
Under
Look at that.
regulation. That's good work.
Nice,
Looking at
okay.
5 under par.
I don't know what's going on in this round, but so far it's going very well. So I'm 5 under through 4, which is ridiculous.
Do here on
That's not something that happens often for me, I'm going to be honest. But I'm not going to complain. That's amazing.
Look at this one hook.
Oh, that's my first bad shot. I'll say bad. It wasn't that bad, but and there you go. Got lucky as well.
Got about 125 to the pin.
But yeah, it's all relative. It was a bad shot in comparison to what I've been hitting, but I'm going to go with this and slightly lower it. Oh, hit it fast again.
Come on, kick right. Come on.
Okay, so it's in a decent place.
Third shot.
So I have been practicing my chipping recently. Not that you could tell from that shot.
Way to chip that one close. Well done.
But it's close enough.
And 5 under still for you after that hole.
Yeah, 5 under through 5 is I'm pretty happy with that score. 5 under would be a good score to start to finish the whole round with.
On this hole.
So I'm not complaining. Let's go with the 3 wood just to be a bit on the safe side. I've started hitting it a little bit fast. Whether or not that's just the occasion now that I've got a bit more of a score going, I've suddenly got a bit more self-conscious. I don't know. It's possible. Okay, so I've hit that well. It's a bit to the right.
Kick left here. Nice stroke. We're on the green.
Decent shot, though.
Here we go. Birdie pot.
These can be tricky, being downhill. The putt path is great, actually. As in, I hit it really straight.
Ooh.
And it's close enough to the hole that that's going to be fine. From when I was doing the test round that I was doing, it didn't seem too difficult with the greens, really. But whether or not that's something that's always the case, or just hit it in the right place, I don't know. Alright, so this is something I've been trying to figure out, is how to read these greens a little bit better. So, if I add some loft to this.
Bit of an awkward swing.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
And through some
is that still on?
Here.
Oh, right, I survived. So I've hit this one too slow. I hit the other one too fast. The other chip shot, just to a reference. Okay.
And wouldn't it be nice to save par here?
Oh, see, here we go. This part of the green is not nice, actually. It's a bit too fast for my liking there. And then it doesn't move at all at the end there. That's a shame. I overcompensated for it. That's a shame. So we've lost one of those shots, but 4 under at this point is actually a really good round.
Gone up to 4 under par.
And yeah, what a great start that's been.
And the 8th hole laid out right in front of us here. Let's see what we can do.
Right. So I could either go for this. Will I? I might do.
And you found your hook.
Okay, I need to do some practice swings, I think.
Careful there. Well,
where is that now in comparison to the... Right, it's not... Oh, okay, it's... Let's try this. Right, so I've hit that well. Okay, pretty decent, actually.
This putt is about 14 feet.
I needed a good hit as well after what had been happening before.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
This is for par.
I spoke too soon about the greens. The greens are a little bit tricky. Well, they can. Well, some of it's a little bit topsy-turvy, especially if you don't hit it well.
Here's a nice par 5.
See if I can try and get my timing back. There you go. So I slowed that down, and it went a little bit too slow, but it's a lot straighter than what I've been hitting.
That was well played. And here's our second shot on the
Okay,
ninth.
so with the 5 mile an hour wind, I think I'm just going to hit this straight. Right, I've hit it too fast, so it's gone to the left.
Get to the right.
What's it going to do here? Is it going to roll past the... Okay, so it's a bit out of the... It's going to be a hard putt again. It's actually for eagle, though. So, a bit of a forgiving hole, this one, by the looks of it. Okay.
Very nice.
It's close. Close enough that I'm going to get a birdie out of it, which is nice.
That was a good putt.
That one, I'd imagine that quite a lot of people are going to eagle that quite regularly. I mean, we have got an eagle in that front nine, so 5 under front nine is great. That's a really good front nine.
Well, that one wasn't super
And I've hit that too fast again. Let's see how bad this lie is going to be.
Deep stuff. You might need
so 17, yeah, it's not the best.
Two extra on this shot.
I'm going to go with 3, actually. 3 clubs higher. Which looks like a pretty good decision, actually.
Yep, that's going to do just nicely. 25 feet from the cup. Ooh,
okay, not the worst.
And just
done well to survive that after the hit into the rough.
And 5
It's a good recovery shot.
Score at the moment.
5 under through 10. It's really good.
All right, let's see what happens on hole number 11.
Right, okay. I need to actually hit this well. And I have. But I think I've hit it too well.
Fairway bound.
That was silly. Okay, I didn't think that through well enough.
We're in the bunker.
Okay, I'm just going to hit this and see what the lie does. I'm not sure. Right, that's looking good. Looking very good. Out of a bunker, that's great.
We played out of that sand. A little bit of work left to do, but nothing too serious.
Again, pretty much a straight putt.
5th birdie today. Let's have
really good. 6 under through 11.
And after that, when you're at 6 under.
Incredibly positive opening round here. It bodes well for trying to make this cut.
Hole number 12.
As I was saying, I think quite a few people are scoring quite highly on this, so I don't know what the cut line's going to be. It might be really high this week.
Okay, here comes the green.
Okay. So I probably would have tried to put that usually, but I am really trying to practice my chipping.
And 4 feet to go. Well done.
So it would have been nice to chip one in, obviously, but yeah, that's something I'm practicing.
6 under.
Eventually, I'll get a bit more of a hold on that, hopefully. That and flop shots I've been practicing quite a bit. And to be honest, in general, it's just I'm trying to get a bit more consistent, that's all. So as it stands at the minute, I'm not overly consistent with my shooting. So when I'm actually playing well, I can hit
this one's, fairway
quite a lot of birdies and eagles and all that sort of thing. But it's just I end up giving a lot of shots away as well when I end up not playing as well as I should be.
This shot's coming in nicely.
That was a pretty good shot. I think I'm not sure if that was my first pitch shot of the day, but it felt like it.
Go. This is for birdie. Well, the putt appears to be online.
Okay, and that's another birdie, so that's really good.
Great stuff.
Okay, 7 under is an amazing score, and that's through 13.
And after that one, you're at 7 under.
Yeah, 7 under is pretty much near the higher end of what I'm usually doing.
Here we have a lovely par 4 hole.
Okay. Let's do something a little bit different for me. So I actually put a draw on that.
Shot here on the 14th.
All right, so this is perfect distance for a flop shot. Oh. It's a very hard shot to execute well, this actually. So yeah, I hit that only very slightly slow, really, but it went miles to the
Work
right.
for you. Looking at an 11-foot putt here. Oh my!
Oh, close. It's a shame. That's okay
This
though.
one's for par.
I mean, I'm not going to complain about a
Nicely
par.
done. And
Pretty
after
well
that,
done,
we're sitting
really,
at
overall.
7 under.
That hole. That flop shot was a bit too
Here
difficult.
comes
Maybe
hole
you should
number
have just gone
15.
with the other club and had a bit of a less spin on that, maybe. Gone
There we
50
go.
yards instead
Good
of
shot.
55 with the flop shot. Maybe that
And
would have
this
been
one's
the better
about
option.
210 yards or so from the pin.
Okay, I'm going to go with this because usually I hit it slightly over 100%. 101%. Okay, so the distance is pretty
This is a
decent.
good one. Good luck here. We've
Oh,
got
okay, so it's
15 feet.
going slightly more this way, I think. Yes, and it's gone in.
Drops.
Fantastic, look at that. 9 under. I
Your
don't
score's
know what my
currently
best
9
score
under
is on
par.
TGC Tours. I think it was 8 under. Or maybe 9 under is the best I've ever done.
And
I've
this
done
one
10 under in the
is
next,
par
like
3.
in the casual matches and that sort of thing, but I've never got this sort of thing. But of course, that doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. It's trick. This course, this green looks horrible. Actually, it doesn't look horrible. It looks a bit problematic. Maybe if I increase the range slightly on this. Very nice wind though. 0 wind.
Was a good
Okay.
one for the birdie.
It's very downhill. Yeah, that first speed has really turned that. Okay,
4
but it
feet
should be
left.
okay for a par now, hopefully. There we go.
The putt drops for par. Nicely done.
Okay, I'm always a bit cautious with those downhill ones
And you're
because they
sitting
can
right
really
here
get
at
away from
9
you
under
if you're
par
not
after that
careful.
hole.
Of course, they're a lot more forgiving on these the Challenger circuit
Here we go. Par 5 coming up.
in general, but yeah, sometimes when you practice on some of the
Nice.
other
That's
courses, like the
some
Platinum
solid
courses and
contact.
everything, it's ridiculous. You slightly miss-hit a shot and you've gone flying down a hill.
And hitting into an elevated green on this one.
I imagine it's very difficult if you're on that all the time. You have to be so precise. One mistake would ruin your entire round. Okay, not the best shot,
Setting up for our third shot.
but we're still okay. I'm going to go with this shot here. That's a pretty good execution. Rolling out a little bit, maybe not enough really, but it's all right.
Let's pop this in. Birdie putt.
Oh, right, okay, so there's hardly any movement at all.
This one's on a good line.
There we go, that's an easy putt,
Amazing.
surprisingly. That's quite a distance, but not much going on. So 10 under. Fantastic result.
We're currently 10 under par.
That is amazing. Okay, so final hole. See how we do here.
And let's start to wind things down here as we tee this up.
I have never actually hit over that, like more than 10 under in any round, even an exhibition round. Not on this difficulty anyway. I've done it like when I've been experimenting with other difficulties just for fun and all that sort of thing.
About 170 yards.
But never on this one. So that's gone quite far to the right.
Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green.
Okay.
And just 35 feet to the cup.
It's a lot of turn on here. Yeah, there's considerable amount of turn, but it's getting close, which is good. That's what we want.
This one's just a 3-foot putt. All right.
And that is a phenomenal round. The best round I've ever hit on TGC Tours. That is amazing. And put me on good position to hopefully make the cut again this week. That is a great... In fact, actually, hold on, what did I say? 10 under was leader, wasn't it? So I'm close to the top of the leaderboard with that score. Oh, wow. High in 65th. so far. This is only Sunday, but wow, I've never got that high up the leaderboard before. So I'm happy with that anyway for a first round. I'll see you soon for round number 2, and hopefully we can capitalise on this and make that cut quite comfortably then. Until then, yeah, see you soon. Goodbye.